Pleased to be joined today by Kirsten Pye Buick. She is the newly named director of the University of New Mexico's Africana Studies program. And welcome and congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Let me give the folks a little bit more sense of your background. You didn't just show up in this position. So you've been a professor of art history. You've been an associate dean of equity and excellence, a special assistant to the dean of arts and sciences. And you recently took over the post of director of Africana Studies, of course, and you bring all of that to UNM over 20 years. And I have to say, it's a pretty amazing accomplishment when you think about all that's happened with Africana Studies, the program over the years. It's really been building towards something. What are you looking for in someone to be able to teach in the Africana Studies program?
If they are themselves grounded in Africana Studies, then excellence in that area, right? We've had examples. Cortez Williams, for example, great example. His pioneering work on Blacks in the Southwest, which we've kind of retooled. So the African diaspora in the Southwest. Right? So someone who, if they are, grounded in Africana Studies, demonstrating the excellence of what that means, if they are joint appointments, then making sure that they know their main discipline thoroughly, so that when they come to Africana Studies, they bring the richness of that other discipline into Africana Studies, but understand that kind of other discipline through the lens of Africana Studies, what it means to be a people, right, who has a very unique and complex and complicated history, genealogy. We are the definition of complex.
Is there, let me put it this way, is there something about the Southwest and our place in it that actually sort of narrows your choices? I have to, it's just in my imaginings, I don't know anything about this, but you're going to need someone who understands the Southwest, I'm imagining, as well.
The reason I actually took this job over 20 years ago was because when I interviewed, the ways in which this institution in this state understands itself to be American is very different than either coast. And so I've stayed for over 20 years because I have a lot of headspace here. I have a lot of room to think, to research, to write, to be creative. And my teaching, my scholarship has been enriched by this place, right? By my connections and obligations to First Nations people, my connections and obligations to Hispanic people.
You were also part of that recent ceremony by the Smithsonian in DC for the U.S. Postal Service. In case folks don't know about it, the 45th Heritage Stamp for artist Mary Edmonia Lewis. Very interesting. That part of you, I'm going to imagine, is never going to leave you. You're an artist. You came up through the art department, right? How does that inform what you want to do with Africana Studies?
In terms of an art history, I'm more empathetic to sculpture. I'm more sculptural in my thinking. And so I pictured her as a three-dimensional absence, right? And so when I think about Africana Studies and I think about her power and her creativity in the midst of all the racism and sexism, we survive. We know how to survive. And so I see Africana Studies as helping provide those tools, and not just to African American students or students from the Black diaspora, but all students. And so my commitment is really to all students, that you can all come to this space and learn something about survival and creativity in survival.